Obviously, we've never engaged a builder before. I didn't know any builders, and this was the first building project we'd undertaken. So I canvassed family and friends about names of builders that they knew or had used, and I was actually given about 4 or 5 names, but Mark wasn't one of them. Now, I contacted each one of those builders either by email or by phone and sent them the plans. 3 actually never even responded. 1 I managed to speak to on the phone, and he said he would organise a meeting to go through the plans and to discuss the project. That never eventuated. The 5th builder we actually met with a few times, and I don't think he was comfortable building 3 levels on the sloping land. He wouldn't undertake the build, but he was happy to project manage, as in organise all the contractors, etc. We weren't comfortable with that. Considering our experience with several of these builders, my wife and I come to the decision that we wanted to sell the property with plans and permits rather than go through the build. I'm not really sure, I can't recall how we knew Mark. I've got a friend of mine who's a real estate agent, and he said, look, give this guy a try. He's building a lot of properties around Valley Lake with sloping blocks. Give him a try. So I rang him and he actually answered, and he actually took the time out to speak to me. What he said was, I'd want to meet you and your wife. And I think it was a sussing out exercise, actually. It was more him to suss us out as much as it was us to suss him out. We started talking, he took the plans away. I didn't have any real expectation, actually, that he'd follow through, but he did. We had several more meetings, and in the end we ended up signing the contract, which was probably the best thing that's ever happened to us, because not only did we get a builder, but 7 or 8 years down the track, we've got a close friend as well. So that's how it all started with Mark. From no one actually getting back to us or paying us any respect, he was the only one that did. What we appreciated was he actually took the time out to meet with us several times, which was more than pretty much everyone else. During the building phase, as you can appreciate, there's a lot of red tape that you have to go through with council. In particular, there's a lot of forms you got to fill in, not only with the council, but also with the electricity providers, the water providers, to shut off water, remove meters, etc. What Mark did for us, we were really appreciative of, because he took all the pressure off us. He walked us through each stage, each form he would fill in for us. He'd explain to us what we had to do, why we had to do it. A lot of these forms had a lot of technical jargon in there. Mark took all that away from us. He did all the dealings with the electricity companies, the water companies, the council. He filled in all the forms for us. It was essentially hassle-free for us, because he took that away from us. He put it into his own hands, and that was a massive relief for my wife and I.